إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا أما بعد. I'd like to welcome all of you once again. We continue reading from this book, 100 Pieces of Advice of Ibn Al-Qayyim rahimahullah ta'ala. We're still presenting this 10 ways to be patient and avoid sins. Chapter number 2, 10 أسباب تعين على الصبر عن المعصية. The 10 ways that Ibn Al-Qayyim mentioned rahimahullah from his book Tariq al-Hijratain that will help us, alhamdulillah, as Muslims to avoid sins. We stopped at the benefit number 4. Who remind us what was the first or one of those 3 benefits? You may not mention all of them, but just what is about. What was about? Naam? No, not number 4. Number 4, that's what we're going to study today. The other 3. We took three points. Who can remind us one of them? Now, Mustafa? Ahsant. Keep reminding yourself that the sin is repulsive, despicable, evil. There is nothing good about sin. Shaitan make it look good, beautiful. The nafs that cause the evil wants it so bad. But just like it's evil, it's bad. Now, no. Ahsant. That was number 3. You contemplate upon the favors of Allah. Allah is so kind to us and nice to us. We enjoy so many benefits, so we shouldn't disobey Allah. Usually someone who's nice and kind to you, you treat them in a nice way. You try to behave around them. Not along Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who gave us everything we enjoy is from Him. Now, what was the second and the last one now, Zakaria? Ahsant, shyness. Because we shy of each other's. We should use that shyness in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, Jazakumullah khairan. Number 4, as I'm going to read, inshallah ta'ala, the benefit, and then as we do, we discuss. Inshallah ta'ala, we benefit from each other's. Now, he said number 4 from the 10 ways that help us to avoid sin and stay away from sin, fearing Allah and dreading His punishments. And this is only achieved by believing in His promise and His threat, and believing in Him, His book and His messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This means of being patient and avoiding sins is fortified by knowledge and certainty. Being patient and avoiding sins is fortified by knowledge and certainty, and it is debilitated when knowledge and certainty is weakened. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنَّمَا يَخْشَى اللَّهَ مِنْ عِبَادِهِ الْعُلَمَاءِ. It is only those who have knowledge among His slaves that fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Surah Fatih, verse 28. Some of the Salaf and the footnote, the translator, our brother Abu Qayla Rashid Barbi, Hafidahullah, said actually Shaykh bin Baz, rahimahullah ta'ala, said that this is the statement of Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu anhu in advice to the students of knowledge. He said, knowledge is sufficient to have fear of Allah, while ignorance is sufficient to be deceived by Allah's kindness and feel safe from His plan subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, So those who have the book, you read as was I read, and you follow. So what this fourth point is about? What Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah ta'ala presenting for us, because the whole chapter is about these ways that will help us avoid sins. Okay? Not everybody who stay from sins, they hate sins. That's a good thing, to hate the sins, to look at them as despicable, as repulsive, as bad, as evil. But these are the ways that will help those amongst us who are struggling. We're not in that level. So when a sin is presented to us, and as you know, we live in a time, there is so many ways, sins are out there. So to protect ourselves and to be strong and to have the resistance, and that our immune system against sins has to be strong. And this is how you strengthen it. Through knowledge, you strengthen your immune system. Look in the body, the doctors, they tell you, oh, listen, your immune system is weak. That's why you keep catching all the diseases and flus and anything come your way. Your immune system is so weak, man. So you're subjected to all of these things. So the doctors say you have to strengthen your immune system by taking this, by eating this, all that, stay away from this, and do this. Likewise, we have to strengthen our iman, our taqwa, the immune system that will face the sins and the temptations and the invitation of the shayateen. Now, طيب, what is this fourth point is about? Jamal Junior. Huh? Yeah, because you have Jamal Senior. We have. ما شاء الله لعله ذهب لبعد حاجاته. نعم. Hope and fear. نعم. حسن. نعم. جزاك الله خير. What else? No. I know. Yes, we take those punishments seriously. Because we know the punishments, and then we're like, we still do it. It's like a thief or somebody. They know it's against the law. That's why many people don't do those things. They don't go against the law. Some people don't care. Right or wrong. They don't care. They just want to do it. Yes, you may find some people who, they don't know it's the law. For example, they move to another country or another state, even in the States. The laws may change here or there. And certain people, they do it, they're like, hey, listen, man, I don't know. You say, well, now you know with the tickets. You still have to get a ticket right away, right? So it's important because you know the punishment prescribed for the sins. Allah doesn't reward people when they sin. Okay? He's no good in the sins. It's punishment prescribed. There are punishment prescribed in this life and punishment prescribed in the hereafter. For those who didn't repent and didn't receive their punishments in this life. Aina barakallahu fikum. So those punishments, once we learn them and they are serious and they severe, so nobody wants to subject himself to those punishments. The same way in the dunya, you're poor, you have a job, you're struggling, right? Very struggling. And have a lot of debts, but you don't want to steal. Why? Then here, of course, there are those people who, because of iman and taqwa, they're like, I'm not going to steal. Why? Stealing is haram. Nobody sees you. That's what you think? Allah sees me. That doesn't matter. Police, cameras, I don't go by that stuff. Allah is Ar-Raqib. That's why I will never steal. Insha'Allah, may Allah protect me from that. But then there are other people who they're not in that level. They really want to get something of it. But why? Cameras on. They don't want to get caught. Because if they get caught, they're going to go in jail. They lose their job. And all these things. So they think about what? The consequences. So even a dunya person will think about the consequences. So what about the consequences of the hereafter? Subhanallah, the consequences of the hereafter are more serious. What else you can get from this point, inshallah? Now. Ahsant. Hey, now. The more you get the beneficial knowledge, the more you gain in so many ways. First of all, you worship Allah correctly upon knowledge. Number two, you're firm upon that. Nobody can come and invite you to another way. Like the people who are ignorant, that's why you find them one day here, tomorrow is there, next month with this group, tomorrow is over there, and it's all the same. It's not the same. Drinking water and soda is not the same. Is it the same? As long as it's a liquid. No, it's not the same. Water is water. Soda is something else. I cannot even describe that. Okay? So it's very important, ya ikhwan. Somebody who eats healthy food is like somebody who eats junk food. Sandwich is sandwich. Sandwich from junk food is like sandwich that your mother made, mashallah, took her time from organic, nice. It's not the same. But if somebody, like, it's all the same to them because they don't know the difference. So it's not the same. You just worship Allah based on anything. La, you gotta worship Allah based on what Allah legislated, subhanahu wa ta'ala. And how you get that? Through knowledge. By learning what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala legislated for us. And you apply that in this point here. You fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because His punishment is severe. Naam, Allah is merciful. But Allah's punishment is severe too. It's not, oh Allah merciful. Naam, so as Ibn al-Qayyim himself, rahimahullah ta'ala, he says, fear and hope, they are to the believer, and you keep you checked and balanced and on the path of Allah, like the two wings of a bird. They keep you balanced. That's what keeps the bird flying in the sky. If that bird, one of his wings have malfunction, what happened? If he get hit, for example, in one wing, that's it, man. He lose his balance, he will fall. And once he fall down, what happened? Now he's what? Vulnerable. Right or wrong? Now anything can mess with that bird. When he was up there, fox down there, dogs, whatever, people wants him, but he's looking at them and he has strong position. Right or wrong? But there is a lot of predators down. Even the little guys. Once the bird come down, any little guy will have a shot at that bird. Right or wrong? Because he's vulnerable now. He has no strength, no protection. Likewise, if you have knowledge with certainty, then you're protected by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on account that you act upon it sincerely. Enemies out there, the mushrikeen, the polytheists, the disbelievers, the ahlul bid'ah, many enemies out there. And the shaitan is at the first of them. Desires, temptations, those are all enemies. They are around us. Especially we live in this country. They're everywhere. So now are you going to fly high, or are you just going to be down and crawling? If you crawl, then they can get you. They don't even have to make efforts. They're like, we got him. I got this one. I ain't going nowhere. You see? But if you're strong with the deen, with knowledge, shubuhat, shahawat, the doubts, the desires, they come at you, boom, they hit a strong wall and they rebound. No penetration. Hey, now, anybody wants to add something, or we move to the next? Huh? No.
With patience and acquiring knowledge, and having patience and avoiding sins, the person is fortified and helps.
Say that again.
Takes patience to acquire knowledge.
Oh, no, no doubt. Oh, no doubt. You have to have patience. That's what makes the difference. One of the things that makes the difference is patience. Some people they patience. Some people don't have. They have no patience. They have no patience. They can't continue. A knowledge, as the ulama they says, لا ينال طلب العلم براحة الجسد. You're not gonna get knowledge and you're reclining, you're sleeping, you're having fun. No, you have to make some efforts, man. While people are sleeping, you're up reading. While people going to get a coffee, you're sitting in a class. While people taking vacations, no, you're like, no vacation. I gotta go attend this dawra, this seminar, this here. That's how you get knowledge. إنما العلم بالتعلم. Knowledge is obtained by what? Pills? There is a pill of fiqh. Take one pill of fiqh, now you're faqih. Use another pill for aqidah, another pill for Arabic, another pill for tafsir. No, knowledge is obtained by what? Studying. Studying what? One day and that's it is enough? No, studying for the rest of your life. You can still study, but with the sincerity, with taqwa and sincerity and ikhlas, and you turn to Allah and ask Allah. Aina. Fifth point is a little bit, comparing to the other ones, a little bit long. Not like number 7. Number 7 is a little bit long, but we'll read this number 5, okay? The fifth, he says, rahimahullah, loving Allah the Exalted. No, come on. This is the strongest way to remain patient and avoid transgressions and sins. This is because the person obeys the one he loves. The stronger this love grows in his heart, or her heart, okay, the more his willingness to obey him and his unwillingness to disobey him will grow. Sins and transgression only stem from weak love. Sins and transgression only stem from weak love. And there is a difference between the person who abandons sins due to fearing his Lord and his punishment, and the person who abandons sins due to loving his Lord. Highlight that, okay? That's a very important point. So there is a difference between the person who abandons sins due to fearing his Lord and his punishment. Person, he fears Allah, he fears the punishment, that's why he won't deal with it. And the person who abandons sins due to loving his Lord. I know. Because not everybody live off sin for the same reason. Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu anhu said concerning this, نِعْمَ الْعَبْدُ Suhaib. Suhaib is a companion, one of the great companions. لَوْ لَمْ يَخَفِ اللَّهَ لَمْ يَعْصِهِ. What a blessed slave Suhaib is. Even if he did not fear Allah, he would not disobey him. He would not disobey him. Meaning, he says, even if he did not fear Allah, he would have enough love for Allah in his heart to prevent him from disobeying him. Thus, true love is a guardian over the person who loves. It watches over his heart and his limbs. The sign of this true love is witnessed by the way it guards the person's heart and remains in this state. There is a subtle matter here which must be given attention. Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah ta'ala said, mere love will not bring about these results if it is not accompanied by veneration and exalting the one you love. If this love is accompanied by veneration and exalting Allah, then it will necessitate shyness and obedience. These are the fruits of that love. He said, if this love is accompanied by, because we all say we love Allah, but that's not enough. We say we love Allah. Nobody in his mind say, I don't love Allah. All Muslims say, yes, we love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But now listen, he says, if this love is accompanied by veneration and exalting Allah, then it will necessitate shyness and obedience. Love that is void of these two qualities will only bring about some amiability, delight, remembrance. You love, you're delightful, you remember Allah and longing, while the effects of true love will be absent. Will be absent. Thus, when the person examines his heart, he will see some aspects of love for Allah, but it will not prompt him to abandon sins. And this is because his love is void of veneration and exaltation. Nothing gives life to the heart like love, accompanied by veneration and exaltation of Allah. This is from the best gifts Allah gives to His slave. And this is from Allah's bounty. He gives it to whomever He wills, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Jamal, read it again. Can you read it again? The whole... Yes, yeah. You want to use the mic? Yes, people can hear you. Read it.
The fifth point, loving Allah the Exalted. This is the strongest way to remain patient and avoid transgressions and sins. This is because the person obeys the one he loves. The stronger this love grows in his heart, the more his willingness to obey him and his unwillingness to disobey him will grow. Sins and transgression only stem from weak love. And there is a difference between the person who abandons sins due to fearing his Lord and his punishment and the person who abandons sins due to loving his Lord. Umar ibn al-Khattab radiyallahu anhu said concerning this, Khattab radiyallahu anhu said concerning this, what a blessed slave Shu'aib is. What a blessed slave Suhaib is. Even if he did not fear Allah, he would not disobey him. Meaning, even if he did not fear Allah, he would have enough love for Allah in his heart to prevent him from disobeying him. Thus, true love is a guardian over the person who loves. It watches over his heart and his limbs. The sign of this true love is witnessed by the way it guards the person's heart and remains in this state. There is a subtle matter here which must be given attention. Mere love will not bring about these results if it is not accompanied by veneration and exalting the one you love. If this love is accompanied by veneration and exalting Allah, then it will necessitate shyness and obedience. Love that is void of these two qualities will only bring about some amiability, delight, remembrance, and longing, while the effects of true love will be absent. Thus, when the person examines his heart, he will see some aspects of love for Allah, but it will not prompt him to abandon sins. This is because his love is void of veneration and exaltation. Nothing gives life to the heart like love accompanied by veneration and exaltation of Allah. This is from the best gifts Allah gives to His slave, and this is from Allah's bounty. He gives it to whomever He wills.
He wills. He wills, not He loves. Now, so what this point is about? No.
This point tells us that loving Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala truly with your heart, it's more effective in fear because the one you love, you are shy to let that person down, or in this case, it's our Lord, our Creator. So the effect of love is stronger than the effect of fear.
No.
And that love is given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to people that truly love Him. It's a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put in their heart, and that person loves Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That love generates the obedience
And shyness.
and shyness.
Jazakallah khair. No. You leave anything for us to say? Now, Abdul Aziz.
This point also shows us that if we're disobeying Allah, but we're afraid of other people and we obey other people, then that's where our true love lies, and we need to shift that back to who it belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Say that again.
That
There's some
if
fiqh.
we're disobeying Allah and we're not afraid of Him, but we're afraid of other people, then that's who we really love, and it's not Allah.
So you combine between the point number 4 and 5.
No, it says the fifth point.
Yeah, but you're talking about fear too. Because that was in the point number 4.
Well, it says right here, there is a difference between the person who abandons sin due to fear.
Where is that?
Up at the very beginning, line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, line 7.
Oh yeah, Ahsant. Nah. Yeah, that's something I said highlight, right? Nah, Jazakallah khair. That's true. There is different levels. What Abdul Aziz is saying, there is different levels, okay, of those people who give up sins. Some they give up sins through to fear in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because Allah doesn't like sins. And there is punishment prescribed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for those sins. So they leave those things out of fear, which is a good thing. Some people don't even have that. That's Allah salam al afiyah. But then a better position is the person who abandons sins due to loving Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because the one you love, you don't want to do something that he don't like and he don't love. If you could love somebody, you're going to go with him. Whatever he likes, you likes. Whatever he dislikes, you dislike. Now, Abu Damir. At the end, he says,
This is the bounties of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and He gives to it whoever He wills, and we ask Allah for that bounty.
Ahsant, I know. To love Allah in a way that you stay away from sins and you don't want to disobey Him out of love, not because you fear or you're like the consequences. No, you love Allah, and Allah hate these things, you hate them. Allah tell you to stay away from them, and He says, I'm not going to be there. Because I love Allah, I'm not going to be there. I know. He said, but this is a bounty from Allah. And of course, every good thing is a bounty and a blessing, and we have to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for those. Now, Ismail.
Ibn Qayyim, rahimahullah, brings up a subtle point that he gives great detail to. He says, just merely loving Allah without singling Him out and praising Him will not bring about the full effects of loving Allah.
No, without veneration and exalting.
Without veneration and exalting
Mhm.
Allah, it won't bring about the shyness and the obedience.
Ahsant.
A person won't truly abandon sin.
No. I know. So yes, love is one thing, but you want the love that is accompanied by veneration and exaltation, because when you have that in your heart for Allah, and may Allah put that in our hearts, then we're not going to be able to do anything in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because some of us, we think that when we're alone, we think that we're alone. Right or wrong? When one of us just go to another state or another city away from his family and friends, and he's like, I'm alone here, nobody, man. I'm in France now, I'm in Paris. That's why some people, they go and do crazy things away from their parents, right? Even non-Muslims, especially teenagers, who they didn't reach the age who, I don't know who put it out there, 18 or 21, and they go, as long as they go away from their parents, and they think they can do anything they want to do, right? They don't even care about the consequences, because when they get in trouble, who will pick them up? The parents. All right? So, but we as Muslims, mashallah, we ask Allah to put in our hearts that veneration that He's talking about, and that ijlal in Arabic, ijlal Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wa ta'zeem Allah. Okay, not just knowing, oh, mashallah is the Lord, Allah is nice to us, but we have to have that veneration and exaltation that will help us to know that I can't do this. If I cannot do it in front of my friend, why I'm doing it here in front of Allah who created me? Aina. طيب. Somebody want to add something or move to number 6? Naam, Zakaria. Ahsant. Aina. That love is a protection. But that love that is accompanied by those two main things, okay? Veneration and exaltation. Veneration is like the highest degree of respect. And subhanAllah. And look at us, when you respect somebody as a human being, when you respect someone, you really respect that someone due to different reasons. How you act around that person? Do you act around him the same way you act around other people? No. I remember when we were young, we had so much respect for the teachers. Teacher who teach us Quran, even the one who teaches math and language, art, or whatever. We had those teachers then. They had a high level of respect. So much so we be playing soccer in the street, and we see the teacher riding on his bike way a mile away. We run. He used to do that, Abdul Majid. Because I'm not going to ask these guys here, teenager now, teacher have no respect. Illa man rahim Allah. Even though in my country, Morocco, man, teacher, they have no respect. Nobody respect them. But when I was a kid, subhanallah. We used to see the teacher and we run. And if the teacher come and knock at the door and tell my father, it's enough. If my mother or father see the teacher at the door, they like, come over here. Yeah, I'm done. They will not ask the teacher, what did he do? They're like, that's it. Don't say nothing. That's it. And I'm in real trouble. Now you guys are like having it easy, Allah understand. But somehow the teacher, what? He just teach you something, but he didn't give you your vision, he didn't give you your heart, he didn't give you your cells, he didn't give you your blood, he didn't give you anything. And yes, we have respect for him, but that respect, the one who deserves it the most is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No. Abdul Aziz, you want to say something?
No, you pointed on it that we should understand the definition of it.
Go ahead, you can point it out too.
That is based on the fact that Allah is the one God.
Ahsant.
He's above everything else.
Aina. Jazakallah khairan. طيب, number 5 or number 6? Sixth benefit, it's a short benefit, having self-respect. Self-respect, a pure heart, and dignity. Having self-respect, a pure heart, and dignity. This will cause the person to refrain from everything that will debase or dishonor him and make him, what is it? Akin to the foolish. Well, this one is based when you live. In some societies, they look at the one who's sin and get in trouble, and he's the man. Right or wrong? He's the man. But we Muslims, because the person look at when he sin or do something bad, he's like, look, I want the people to look at me in a certain way, and I lose, respect. But this like based, but we Muslims, alhamdulillah, doesn't matter where we at, we're supposed to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala based on that. Not because of we're in this environment, we act like the people who doesn't the environment. No, we're supposed to make an impact on the people around us, not them make an impact on us. Now, all right, the floor is open for you. This point here. Naam. Dawood. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter. Yes, even when you're good and you're trying to do what is right, it's that certain people are going to look at you in a different way. Alhamdulillah, ibtila min Allah. Naam. Jamal. I know, because they want to preserve their dignity. And subhanAllah, this is from the manhood, al-muru'ah. These are the real men who they want to a part of being a real man and a good man is to do what is right, not to do what is good, bad and evil. Look, of course, they do all these points. You have to understand them together, okay? The Shaykh is not saying that this is only one thing that's going to help you. So look how these people, subhanAllah, they even think about themselves, their dignity, their image. Now they have an image in the society, they have respect, they are respected. But once they start committing sins, people start looking at them what? That's it. I will give an example. The person who in a society that care about akhlaq and good manners and what's pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then a person began to sin, drink alcohol and involves in riba and zina, lie, this, that, beer, that. Now this person, those people, they're not going to deal with him. You want to get married? They're like, no way, man. That's you. Can't, man. Can't trust you on. He want to deal with business? No, I don't want to deal with him. They can't trust him on certain things. Can't be entrusted. Many things. But all these things now become like مثل الكبريت الأحمر. What's the kibrit? The kibrit is the things that in the matches. What's that? You know the matches is made of two things, right? Made of the stick. Everybody know. What's in the head of the match? What's that? Sulfur, right? Okay, sulfur usually is what? Yellow. The color. But there is a rare type. It's red. That's why the ulama in Arabic they says هذا قليل مثل الكبريت الأحمر. These things so rare like the red sulfur. I know. Never heard that before. It's not a chemistry class, by the way. I know. So a person that live in a society like that, it helps them. Even if his nafs, his soul, tell him to do something bad here or there, he's like, man, I'm going to be rejected. And nobody want to deal with me. I'm going to be looked at like nobody and foolish. And he won't do that. Even if he doesn't have that love, the strong love that is accompanied by veneration and this and that and exaltation, even if he doesn't have much knowledge, even though all this point you mentioned, shyness, this man doesn't think about the favors and the blessings of Allah, all this, then what? At least if he understands this, he will like, no man, I don't want to lose my spot. People thinking good of me, high of me, they have respect for me. I can lose all that by committing this sin. Let the sin go. That's manhood. Now, what else? كيف? You came late. What happened? You came late today. Huh? Drop, give me 20. Okay, I'll get down. Maybe he didn't understand that one, right? All right. Naam Abdul Aziz.
His point shows that naturally, if we pay attention to what is going to make us feel good, it's in accordance to what
I know. That which is in accordance to what's legislated, and we protect ourselves from that, that's good, akhi. I know. Hussein. هذا حديث نعم فالنعمان بن بشير نعم. MashaAllah, that's a good point. Say that again.
Someone with a pure heart will think about twice to put the stain on his heart. So he will refrain from doing that.
I know. See? Hassan Hafidahullah says, the Shaykh says, the one who has pure heart. He says, so the one who has a pure heart, he wants to protect his heart. He wants to keep it clean. Because what sins do to a clean heart? Put stains on it. He don't want that. It's like someone who has a nice, clean, white thobe. All of us have that thobe, right? As you put it in somewhere and this, and as soon as it came out of the dryer, you put it right away. You don't just leave it with the towels and stuff, right? And if you want to, some people they love that thobe that even when they want to eat, what they do? They take it off. Take it off or out? Off, right? Yeah, they take it off, man. I said, Akhi, what you doing? Oh, I gotta eat, man. What the thobe has to do with it? Oh, no, I want no stain. That's what they tell you. I said, I want no stain. Why? Because what does stain do to that thobe? Huh? No, you put what? Huh? Lowers the value. I'm asking you now. Tell me, because it's good to talk like this. Okay, you have that nice thobe, right? You came on Jumu'ah. MashaAllah, clean, beautiful. You went after Jumu'ah, you have a couple of spots. Ketchup, mustard, and what else? Okay. And then now, you come back for Asr, what are they going to say? What people say? Are they say, nice thobe with stains, nice stains. What they say? What happened, Akhi? SubhanAllah, you got to take care of this thobe, man. SubhanAllah, this. Ah, musta'an. Right or wrong? Even if you clean it, sometimes some stains, what they do? They don't come out. They stays there. And if somebody wants to patch it, he will make it worse. No. Listen, once you settle down a little bit, inshallah, get in the mood, and you get all the vibes, inshallah, then you can participate, okay? Try to observe, inshallah, the class and what we're talking about first, okay? Inshallah. Now, same thing this Shaykh is talking about. You have a pure heart, And what makes the heart pure? Tawheed, Sunnah, love of Allah, shyness of Allah, taqwa, ikhlas. And what puts stain on the heart? Sins. No. Obedience, keep the heart clean. Sins, put stains on the heart. You don't see it, people don't see it. But you should feel it yourself. I know. What else? Because I think we're going to stop here, because I'm not going to start the 7th point because it's long and we're not going to have enough time, because as it is we have maybe like a couple minutes before the adhan. Now we have like 2 minutes for the adhan. So what else, ya akhwan? Naam, Ismail. I ain't say 2 seconds. 2 minutes, man. You check your phone, brother. Sound like I don't know what zone you're in. Naam, Ismail.
Allah is pure and He only accepts that which is pure. And Allah hates sin. So when a person sins, it's disgraceful. It separates him from Allah. Makes him look like a fool.
Separate him from Allah? No, that's a strong statement. If a person sins, separate him from Allah?
I take that back.
You should. I don't blame you. You take that back, okay?
When a person sins, it dishonors him. It lowers it. Debases him.
I know. It debases him. I know. Lower his standard, his position, his rank. With who? Of course, with Allah first, but then in a society with who? Amongst who? What people? Not everybody, isn't everybody. But the righteous. Those who are on that level. They're the one they're going to look at him, subhanAllah. And they're going to have, sympathy for him, and they're going to advise him. But if he lives in a society when halal is haram, haram is halal, disobedience is an art, right or wrong, is a skill. Look at the magicians right now. They have channels, right or wrong. They're sponsored. Magic is a big art and skills. They say these guys are skillful. They're amazing people. They look at them, the ignorant look at the magicians like, man, he's an amazing guy. Oh, this guy. He's from another planet. But Ahlul Ilm, they look at this man, is a troublemaker. This man is a disobedient. He's a fitna. He's a test and trial for so many people. Same thing, zina. You think movies and stuff. They committing zina, drinking alcohol, playing, dancing, and they making millions. Subhanallah. And you find Muslims supporting that and go to theaters and stuff? No, this is something that is to be looked at as it is. Now, what is dignity? Nobody mentioned that or elaborate on it. What is it? Dignity. Well, self-respect is here too. So it's same like self-respect? What is dignity, Hassan?
Dignity is it's a fact, a condition a person has that he feels like if he wrongs somebody, that you don't want to wrong somebody because he put himself in the other person's shoe that, hey, if it was me, I don't want to wrong you. I don't want you to wrong me. So you have that feeling of self-respect, also respect for others, that you do not want to wrong yourself.
Because sometimes when people talk and they say, have some dignity, man, right? Or they say, what is your dignity, right? No, it's mine.
Dignity is it's the state of a person where that person will not anything to demean himself or act in a manner that goes against his moral system of values. He will not do that.
Naam, Abdul Aziz?
Dignity is being worthy of honor and being respected.
Being worthy of honor and respect. Now, what Google says?
Dignity, the state or quality of being worthy of honor or respect.
Abdul Aziz. Not Google, Abdul Aziz. He said that too, inshallah. So if we Google said, Abdul Aziz says, I go with Abdul Aziz. Say that again, what he says? Abdul Aziz, what is it? The state?
Being worthy of being respected.
But it goes with what Ismail said too, because it's based on the morals. You have some moral and values, and you don't want to do anything that go against those morals and values. Why? Because they're going to make you lose respect and honor. Hussein, yes. What is it? Dignity? وبأضدادها تعرف الأشياء. That's another way to know what the meaning of, because sometimes you read the definition of a term, but still it's not clear until you know about its opposites. We all know what foolishness is, right? What is it? Huh? Acting stupid. Acting a fool. Yeah, we know that. He's a fool, man. Do they say fool to someone who's doing something good? Something who's doing good, upright. He's a fool, man. No. So foolishness, we know what it is. So if you know that is the opposite of that, at least you know this is something very good. So these are from the things that help the person also stay away from sins. Salman, you want to say something? You point to me with the pen. Okay. No. That's what comes with Ahsan. You want dignity is through Islam and Sunnah. Quran and Sunnah. That's when you be dignified. Right? No doubt. When we were talking about the meaning was like just the literal meaning, but that's good. Yahya. Ahsant, that's all go to that. If we ask Allah to give us tawfiq to just apply what these brothers say. We go to the Quran and the Sunnah and we follow the example of the Prophet ﷺ. Now, put stains, yes. Put stains on the heart. It's better, okay? Now, Abdul Aziz.
You commented that the stain on the heart, even if other people can't see it, you know that it's there. That directly relates to the self-respect.
Hey, no doubt, because person cares about himself. And he's not going to wait until somebody pull him to the side and say, you did this, I saw you doing this. Before even he do it, he's like, man, I don't need nobody to pull me to the side. Okay? وصلى الله وسلم على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم.